Hello everyone, in this tutorial you will create the model shown in figure here. The dimensions of the model are shown in figure here. With the help of these dimensions and these views, you will create the model. Creating the base feature. You will create the base feature of the model, which is a revolve feature. Start Autodesk Fusion 360 and open new design file using the new design option from the file menu or the application menu. Click here, then choose new design option from the file menu. Select the create sketch tool from the create panel. Next, select the exit plane from the browser bar as the sketching plane. Choose the create sketch tool from the create panel, then expand the origin node and select exit plane from the browser bar. Create a sketch of the revolve feature of the model. Now you have to create the sketch of the revolve feature of the model. Here you can see that you have to create half portion of the sketch to create revolve feature. For the dimension, you have to refer this figure. Choose the line tool from the create panel and then create the sketch for the revolve feature. Right click here, then choose OK from the marking menu. Now you have to choose center diameter circle tool from the create panel and then create a circle. Right click here, then choose OK from the marking menu. Now you have to choose the line tool and then create rest of the entities of the sketch. Right click here, then choose OK from the marking menu. Choose the trim tool from the modify panel and trim the unwanted portion of the sketch. Right click here, then choose OK from the marking menu. Now you have to apply geometrical and dimensional constant to the sketch. Click here, then choose collinear constant from the constant panel. Then select this line and this line. Right click here, then choose OK from the marking menu. Now you have to choose equal constant from the constant panel. Then select this sketch entity and this sketch entity to apply the equal constraint. Right click here, then choose OK from the marking menu. Now you have to choose horizontal or vertical constraint and select this line to apply the horizontal or vertical constraint. Right click here, then choose cancel option from the marking menu. Now you have to create vertical construction line. Choose the line tool and then click on the origin and create vertical line here. Right click here, then choose OK from the marking menu. Select this line, then choose construction option from the line type area. Now choose coincident constant from the constant panel, then select this line and origin to apply the coincident constant between the selected entities. Right click here, then choose OK from the marking menu. Choose the sketch dimension tool from the create panel, then select this center line and this line. Right click here, then choose diameter dimension option from the shortcut menu. Place the dimension here, enter 150 in the dimension edit box. Now select this center line and this line. Right click here, then choose diameter dimension option from the marking menu. Place the dimension here and enter 85 in the dimension edit box. Again select the center line and this line. Right click here, then choose diameter dimension option from the marking menu. Place the dimension here, enter 97 in the dimension edit box. Similarly, you have to dimension rest of the entities of the sketch with the help of sketch dimension tool. Now you have to apply dimensional constraint to this portion of sketch. Choose the sketch dimension tool from the create panel, then select this arc, place the dimension here, enter 300 in the dimension edit box. Now select the center line and this line, right click here, then choose diameter dimension option from the marking menu, place the dimension here, enter 448 in the dimension edit box. Then select this line and this line of sketch, place the dimension here, enter 40 in the dimension edit box. Right click here, then choose cancel option from the marking menu. Now you can see that sketch gets distorted. So select this point of arc and drag it. Now again select the sketch dimension tool, then select this line and center point of the sketch, place the dimension here, enter 94 in the dimension edit box. Now you can see that your sketch gets fully defined. Choose the finish sketch button from the ribbon. Click on the finish sketch button. Choose the home button from the graphics window to get the isometric view of the model. Choose the Revolve tool from the create panel of the solid tab in the ribbon. You are prompted to select the sketch profiles or planar faces to revolve. Also the Revolve dialog box is displayed. Choose the Revolve tool from the create panel. Revolve dialog box are displayed. Select the sketch as the profile and vertical axis from the graphics window. The preview of the Revolve feature is displayed in the graphics window. Select the sketch. Then click on axis button and now select this vertical axis from the graphics window. Make sure that value of the angle is set to 360 degrees in the angle edit box. Make sure that 360 degree should be entered in the angle edit box. Choose the OK button from the Revolve dialog box. The Revolve feature is created. Click on the OK button. Now you can see that base feature of the model is created. Creating the loft feature. Choose the Create Sketch tool from the Create panel and select Exit Plane as the sketching plane for creating the path. Choose the Create Sketch tool from the Create panel and then select Exit Plane from the browser bar. Change the current display style of the model to Hidden Visible Line by choosing Display Settings Visual Style Wireframe. Click here, then choose Visual Style and now select Wireframe. Create the sketch of the path. Now you have to create the sketch of the path. Here you can see that you have to create this sketch as a path whose radius is 150 mm. For the dimension, you can refer this figure. Click here, then choose arc, 3-point arc tool from the create panel. Now create the sketch. Right click here, then choose OK from the marking menu. Now you have to choose the sketch dimension tool from the create panel. Then select this point of arc and center point of the sketch. Place the dimension here, enter 40 in the dimension edit box. Now select this point of arc and center point of the sketch. Place the dimension here, enter 25 in the dimension edit box. Now select this point of arc and center point of the sketch. Place the dimension here, enter 65 in the dimension edit box. Now you have to select end point of arc and then select center point of the sketch. Place the dimension here, enter 250 in the dimension edit box. Now select the arc and place the dimension here, enter 150 in the dimension edit box. Now you can see that your sketch gets fully defined after applying the required dimension to the sketch. Choose the finish sketch button from the ribbon. Click on the finish sketch button. Choose the home button from the graphics window to get the isometric view of the model. Change the current display style of the model to shaded with the visible edges. Click here, then choose visual style and select shaded with visible edges only option. Select plane along path from the construct panel of the ribbon. The plane along path dialog box is displayed and you are prompted to select the edges or sketch curve as a path. Click here, then choose plane along path from the construct panel. Plane along path dialog box is displayed here. Select the previously created sketch as the path from the graphics window and drag the arrow on the model to the end of the path. Preview of the reference plane normal to the sketch is displayed at one end. Next, choose the OK button from the plane along path dialog box. Select this sketch and then drag the arrow to the end of the path. Now choose OK button from the plane along path dialog box. Similarly, create another reference plane normal to the path at the other end of the path. Click here, then choose plane along path tool from the construct panel. Then select this sketch and drag the arrow to this point. Now click on the OK button. After creating the planes, you need to create loft sections on it. Select the reference plane to create the sketch of the first section, then create the elliptical section. Choose the create sketch tool from the create panel. Then select this reference plane. Now click here, then choose ellipse option from the create panel and then create ellipse here. Right click here, then choose OK from the marking menu. Now choose the sketch dimension tool from the create panel and dimension the ellipse. Right click here, then choose cancel option from the marking menu. Similarly, create the second section of the loft feature by selecting the second reference plane created earlier previously as the sketching plane. Click on the finish sketch button. Then choose the home button from the graphics window. Again choose the create sketch tool from the create panel and then select this reference plane. Click here, then choose ellipse tool from the create panel and then create ellipse here. Right click here, then choose OK from the marking menu. Choose the sketch dimension tool from the create panel, then dimension the ellipse. Now you can see that another ellipse is created here. Click on the home button to get the isometric view of the model. Choose the finish sketch button from the ribbon. Click on the finish sketch button. Now using the loft tool, you will create the loft feature by blending the previously created sections along the path. Choose the loft tool from the create panel of the solid tab in the ribbon. The loft dialog box is displayed in the graphics window. Also you are prompted to select the loft inputs. Click here, then choose loft tool from the create panel. Loft dialog box is displayed here. Select both the sections from the graphics window one by one. Preview of the loft feature is displayed. Also names of the selected sections or profiles are displayed in the profiles area. Select this profile, then this profile. Choose the center line button from the guide type area of the loft dialog box and then select the path created earlier from the graphics window. Preview of the loft feature displayed in the graphics window. Select the center line button, then select this sketch. Make sure that join option should be selected in the operation drop down list. Make sure that join option should be selected in the operation drop down list. Retain rest of the settings and choose the OK button from the dialog box. Click on the OK button. Now you can see that loft feature is created here. Patterning the loft feature. After creating the loft feature, you need to pattern it using the circular pattern tool. Choose the circular pattern tool from the create pattern. The circular pattern dialog box is displayed. Click here, then choose pattern, circular pattern from the create panel. Make sure that features option is selected from the object type drop down list. Make sure that feature option should be selected. Select the loft feature from the timeline in the graphics window as the feature to pattern. Select the loft feature from the timeline. Click on the axis selection box in the circular pattern box and then select the circular edge of the model. Preview of the circular pattern of the loft feature is created. Select the axis selection box. Now select the circular edge of the model. Select the full option from the distribution drop down list and set the value of 3 in the quantity spinner. Make sure that full option should be selected in the distribution drop down list and enter 3 in the quantity spinner. Choose the OK button from the circular pattern dialog box. The loft feature is patterned. Click on OK button. Now you can see that loft feature is patterned. Saving the model. Next you need to save the model. Choose the save option from the file menu or the application menu. The save dialog box is displayed. Click here, then choose save option from the file menu. Save dialog box is displayed here. Enter C06 Tute 03 in the name box. Enter C06 Tute 03 in the name box. Click on the down arrow on the extreme right side of the location selection box. The save dialog box gets expanded. Click here. Select the CAD sim project from the project column, or you can create new project by just clicking on the new project button. Select the save button to save the sketch and exit the save dialog box. Click on the save button. Now your model gets saved. Thank you for watching. this video.